I made a lot of mistakes the first time I competed with my strawberry cake cosplay. Yes, I had a great time at the con, but mentally I wasn't doing too well, and I had been unable to finish the cosplay the way I wanted. Still, I was able to win a judge's award, but I wasn't satisfied with that. For those of you who don't know, this is a minor award, and I wanted to place in the competition, so I decided to apply to another one. Now, I'm going to tell you what some competitive cosplayers won't say. Compete with that losing cosplay again. You will have the time and the ability to improve and add to your cosplay. This is exactly what I did, and if you stick around, you'll find out if I was able to win on my second try. But before I knew it, I was at the con going to pick up my badge, and soon I realized I forgot my makeup, or at least some of it. And despite how hard I tried not to make some simple mistakes again, I did. But what can you do? I'm gonna go to CVS and see if I can find some makeup that will work. There truly is no perfect plan, but fortunately I was able to find some makeup, and after putting everything on, I was out the door. For those of you who don't know, that's me. I'm Blue, the cosplayer known as Blue Clarice, and I'm in my Merengue cosplay. One thing I learned from competing with this gown the first time is that it's really heavy and I should not wear the heels the entire time. So instead, I'm wearing platform Crocs. This prejudging was extremely punctual with timing that only lasted 3 minutes. I was so nervous it took me a bit to get into the groove. Regardless of this, I greatly improved the way I presented myself from the first time because I showed a lot more confidence due to the fact that I practiced a whole lot more. So once prejudging is done, I got to finally really enjoy the con with my sisters and my partner. And I also would really enjoy if you gave this video a like. So I headed to the artist alley to find the artist that designed this gown, but I got stopped a lot along the way, and this was among the most funny interactions. This man took a picture of me on his 3DS.
Hold on, give me a second. Hold on. Yeah, but keep on this one.
And then I met Sunset Dragon. Sunset Dragon is an amazing seamstress and artist who creates drawings of the characters we love. And she's a super sweet person. Ain't no way I wore this the whole day, but let's get back to the competition. So before you know it, I was lining up for the masquerade, and it ended up being 10 times better than I thought because I unknowingly was competing with an old friend. I had a lot of fun meeting all of the other competitors as well. They all had amazing costumes. Part of me really wanted to win, and the other part was absolutely exhausted. Honestly, I'm even in awe with how I looked. I just look so, well, delicious. And now the moment you all are waiting for. So I won another judge's award. Despite improving my cosplay so much, I just ended up back at square one. And I'm not gonna lie to you, at first I was pretty annoyed that I got the same result, but it's been a few days because I had a really bad allergic reaction at Awesomecon, so my eye was like really puffy and kind of closed, so I couldn't finish filming this video. So I've had like maybe about a week to really sit and think about it, and I'm happy. And this is for 2 reasons. So one reason is I got this cool trophy, and I love trophies. And also I got some pretty cool prizes I wasn't expecting. I will show them to you in my next video. I also really like that Awesomecon gives everyone a prize, regardless if they win or not, because everyone puts so much time and effort into their cosplays. I think people should be rewarded for that. But the number one reason why I'm happy with this result is because the strawberry gown was an experiment. I have forgot. I wasn't doing this to compete and win. I was doing this because I wanted to know if I could make a dress look like freaking cake. There were so many times I was discouraged that I wanted to give up, but I didn't. And I was able to do it. And honestly, I feel like a winner. Now, I guess it's debatable. I did win a judge's award, but regardless of that, the biggest reason I feel like a winner is because I inspired so many people by my cosplay. So many people came up to talk to me and were just in awe of what I had created. Some people didn't even talk to me. I just saw their face light up and they couldn't stop smiling when they saw my cosplay. And I don't know, it really warmed my heart that something that I loved to do and something I put so much time creating just meant a lot to a lot of other people. So for that reason, I already felt like a winner. And I did talk to the judges this time in a more formal setting. At Awesomecon, they have a judges feedback panel where each competitor can go in individually to talk with the judges about their score. While I'm not gonna lie to you, I didn't 100% agree with everything they said. Some things come down to just personal preference, and maybe you did something purposely that the judges see as a mistake. So it is what it is. But either way, I think the overall message from the judges was something that I already knew before going to this competition, is that I need to improve my sewing. And it's not that my sewing is bad by any means. I know that I can sew. For this costume, while I said it was an experiment, I was not focusing on sewing. And I mentioned this before, but a lot of the things were rushed, so they weren't as finished as perfectly as I would like. I was more focusing on having so many skills and doing a lot of things that I did not know how to do. This was my first dress. I have to remind myself of that. I've never made a dress. I didn't really know the mechanics of making a dress until I made this one. Before I even competed with this gown or finished this gown, I knew that my next big cosplay was going to be a sewing intensive cosplay. My goal for my next kind of bigger piece is to have a very beautifully sewn outfit, so that for my cosplay after that, I can do something very creative and very technical, and it'll be great. But I do think practice makes perfect, and I can't just jump to the stuff I want to do every time, which I honestly will still do. To answer the question, how long will it take this cosplay to win? It never will. I'm sorry to say. And that's not because I don't think I could go to another competition and win with what I already have. I just don't want to compete with it anymore. I don't cosplay, or I don't compete to win. Obviously, I do want to win, and I do sometimes strategically do things so that I can optimize my chance of winning. But I do it because I love being on stage. I love inspiring people, and I love the challenge. My cosplays have improved greatly since I started competing, because it just gave me the motivation to actually finish them and not spend 5 million years on one detail. So I've got what I need out of it. And do I think that people should compete multiple times? Yes, I actually will most likely do this in the future, especially when you know that your cosplay is at the top, but for whatever reason you didn't win. And this could be because the other competitors were actually better than you. This could be because the judges favored something that they did in their cosplay. There's so many factors that go into it. I would always encourage people to compete as many times as you mentally can handle. And for me, I'm just like, I'm done. I'm satisfied. I know what I need to do. And honestly, I get kind of bored. Like, that's actually the real truth. I'm bored. I'm bored of this cosplay. Yes, I love it. Yes, it's cool. Yes, I might wear it one more time, but I'm ready for my next challenge. So competing with a cosplay multiple times worked out for me. So I hope it can work out for you too. While you learned a little bit about competing in this video, if you want to see some real live footage of me getting ready for a cosplay contest, check out this video right here.